Hello, I'm Claudia Reder, and I'm going to share a few ways I have used Google presentations in my classes. One way is to have a way for everyone to introduce themselves. In this case, I created the prompt, and it was, find a slide with your name on it. Now, putting the student's name on the slide saves a lot of work later for me because I can immediately identify who did the assignment or not. On this slide, write something about your past experience with reading. Include a visual which represents your attitude towards reading and books. This event may have taken place in or out of school. The first time I use Google presentations, I make it a very low risk. They just have to fill out one slide and that's it. And this way we all know how to use Google presentations. So after the directions, here's one T. Edison who wrote and added a story time photograph, and here's one person who didn't like school but really loved tap dancing. So that was a way to use introductions. I wanted to get a quick diagnostic of my students' past experiences with creativity and what they think that means. So on week 2, they had the link to this Google Doc, and they could find a slide for creativity in me and fill it out. And in this case, I did not put their names on. They could do that themselves. Here are the directions I said. Select one slide and write your name at the top, then write a thoughtful comment. Do you think of yourself as creative? Why or why not? Who encouraged or discouraged your creativity? Could be a parent, teacher, friend. We will share these in class and define creativity and why it is important to children's literature. So each student at this point took a slide. Some wanted to write a lot more than one slide, but I'm glad they had to be concise because it was enough for us to get our discussion started about creativity and children's literature. In 475, we use Google presentations. Students were divided into triads, and each trio had to create a slide for a fallacy in bilingual education. Again, on Blackboard, here was their link. And because we had gone over the directions in class, I kept them pretty simple here. What was nice about this was it was easy to access, they're all in order, and it was very easy for students to include charts and maps, etc. So I might use this again this semester. Last, I used Google presentations as a way to reflect on the class when the semester was over. So I put down here my response to our last class, a few directions to select a slide, write your name, and contribute a thoughtful reflection to our final class where we shared our projects. So here's an example from Jennifer. And I would use this again also, because it's very simple. I get a quick read fast on all the slides as we go down, and it was nice to hear what they had to say.